everyone, welcome or welcome back here to my channel where I play Planet Zoo. My name is Nisse and today I built this, and I know you cannot see a lot, but when I build it you can see why it's really hard to get one picture with all of it on without actually being outside the building. So anyway, we are talking about the AI today, and if you want to learn about the beautiful AI or simply see how I built this habitat, then please keep watching. And I just want to say that this will also be the video where I will try to convince you guys that all of the hate the AI actually gets a lot of places is not warranted. The AI is a beautiful, beautiful animal, and honestly, looking at most pictures of it, it looks goddamn disgusting, to be honest. Yeah, that's just how it is. But in my eyes, honestly, you just need to look at it the right way. And this is not to bash anyone in any way, but for most pictures out there, they look disgusting. They are nocturnal, keep that in mind. And because of that, most pictures of them are taken at night with a big flash on. And honestly, if anyone came and took a picture of you or me or of anyone in the middle of the night with a giant flashing lamp, we would not look that cute either. So I think we should give it a little bit of justice. It has this beautiful black or blackish fur, big bushy tail, and this cute little kind of rounded face, but with a really Snoop nose. Not like the Snoop nose monkey, but a little tiny pointing out in the wild nose that are so cute. They have giant round eyes and these small half-rounded triangular ears. They are a little confusing though. As you know, if you have seen a lot of my videos, I like to look at the classifications of animals to figure out where do they actually belong in the animal kingdom. And yes, they do belong in the animal kingdom. They are or what is also called Mammalia kingdom. They are still vertebrates, Mammalia class, primates, so they are in this monkey is order. For suborder, we have the Strepsirrhines. Sorry, that is a lot of primates, specifically in the Madagascar region or on the Madagascar island. That is, for instance, lemurs. Sorry. But also a lot of other small primates that look a lot like lemurs, but not exactly are lemurs. That's honestly the best way I possibly can explain that. So they are clearly closely related to the lemurs, but are they lemurs? That's what I wanted to figure out. And I saw one word that convinced me. Case closed, we know it's a lemur because it is in the superfamily Lemuroidae, which is a superfamily and not a family. Again, there's a difference here. Superfamily is between suborder, which is the Strepsirrhini, and the family. However, looking at the Lemuridae subfamily, the lemurs are not there. They are not in this superfamily. But they do have the family called Lemuridae. I just gonna pronounce the difference here. Again, I do not pronounce this correctly, but it's just so you can try to hear it. The superfamily for the AI is the Lemuroidae, and the lemurs are in the family Lemuridae. So there's a O for the difference. But the superfamily here, Lemuroidae, have only one animal, and that is the AI. All of the lemurs, again, they are in the Lemuridae. Both the lemurs, which have the genus Lemur, which only is the ringtail, we talked of that last week or something around there. but also the suricats and so on. Going back to the II, they have another family. So here between suborder and families, we are splitting II from lemur. Still close related, but not that close. They have the family called Daubintonidae. And they're still the only animal in that family. And that gives them a genus, Daubintonia, and their Latin name, Daubintonia madagascariensis. Yeah, I really tried to do my best here. So I'm still confused at this point. Is it a lemur or is it not a lemur? Well, the first, sentence on this website, again, I use animalia.bio. Link is in the description if you want to read for yourself. But the first sentence is, the II is a long-fingered lemur as Trepenserine primate native to Madagascar with rodent-like teeth that perpetually grow and a special thin middle finger. So here they are clearly called lemurs, but I was still confused because they are not in the lemur family. So therefore I just asked Google and I got worldwildlife.org, I got Wikipedia, Duke.edu, Lemur Reserve, and National Geographic, and Britannica. Yes, I wanted to be sure about this, and all places call it either a lemur, or a nocturnal lemur, or a long-fingered lemur. So they are clearly at least acknowledged as lemurs. But I'm gonna just call it the II for clarification here. The II is a kind of small animal. It weighs between 2 and 2.7 kilos, being roughly 4.2 to 5.5 pounds. So they're roughly about the size of a cat. Though, again, they have a really big tail, so that takes up some of the weight. They have a length of about 30 to 40 centimeters, which is roughly a foot. However, though they are very small, they still have a top speed of around 32 kilometers, and the population in the wild is very different to give a number specifically. Again, they are nocturnal. They do not like too much annoyance around them, so therefore they keep to themselves very much. A estimate would be between 1,000 and 10,000 individuals in the wild. Besides all of that, Animalia give animals, I don't talk much about this, different letters for different classification. For instance, or for arboreal, it's a climbing species, HE for herbivores, CA for carnivores, and NO for nocturnal. But they also have the letters HA, which I didn't know what stood for, so I had to take a look, and it is harbinger of misfortune. And yeah, they have a whole collections about these animals that either locals or tourists in the area will believe have some kind of mystical powers that makes them either the reason of bad things happen or a warning about bad things that will happen. The II can live a lot of different places, though keep in mind it's still only on Madagascar. But they can live in forest, both rainforest and normal forest, and it can be both primary and secondary forest. Besides that, or pretty much what I'm building here, they do also live in scrubland, anthropogenic biomes, and agricultural biomes, though it really aren't the choice of the animals with the last part. However, again, they are really, really nocturnal animals. They like to live in peace, so therefore they will still need some place to hide through most of the day, and therefore they would not be in a too open area. They also stay within the tropical climate zone. I already mentioned that they are both nocturnal and arboreal, and that of course means nocturnal. They are mainly awake at night and asleep or out of like hiding through the day. And arboreal means that they spend most or all of that time up in the trees climbing. They can choose to go on land, of course, but they will do most of what they need on up in the trees. Again, they will eat, sleep, travel, and mate in the trees. So again, they do really not need to go to the ground, and they would be very, very vulnerable there. When they sleep in their small covers they make up high in the trees, which they made of leaves, vines, or branches. However, they do not share these with anyone. They are very solitary. However, they will have somehow overlapping territories. Not all of them in between, but a female would normally have a smaller territory than a male, but make sure that it is covered by at least 2 males' territories. Again, not males overlapping males, but like half the females will be covered by the male and the other half by another male, just to keep her options open, I guess. They are also omnivores, which helps them a lot. Again, they do hunt at night, but they do not actually need to hunt their entire food. Omnivores, once again, means that they are functioning both as carnivores and herbivores, which as herbivores, they can eat fruit, nectar, honey, fungi, and seeds. And as carnivores, they can eat smaller animals like larvae, insects, and eggs. Well, it's not the biggest buffet, but again, when you aren't that big, then you don't need that much, I guess. And we, of course, need to talk about the mating season today, because I love mating seasons or mating systems that are fair. We have a lot of polyamorous animals out there, but normally it's only like one gender that get the good deal there. For II, it's more fair. Both males and females can mate with multiple partners throughout a year or years or whatever. It simply happens in the way that when the female feels like she's ready for some action, she will set out the call. Literally. She will call out for a male, and here males will actually leave their territory, every male in the area that can hear her, and gather around her. Here they will literally fight for her, and she can just get the winner, I guess. So a lot of this is kind of fair. Both partners can do with multiple partners, and she is the one who decides when, and then the males just need to fight it out. I kind of like the idea of that, to be honest. Just clarifying, because I like the fighting part is because we are in the animal kingdom. Big strong daddy means big strong kids, and big strong kids have a better chance of actually surviving the wild. I'm not promoting that men should actually fight each other for the chance to mate in our type of world we live in. Earlier, us humans believed that the IR had a firm mating season, but that have been proven not to be true, which is also kind of practical, because if the males need to run to every female that calls and they call at the same times, then you get an issue. So she can just decide throughout the year when it's going to happen, and then it happens. And around 5 months after the mom have been host for this event, she will give birth to a single baby or infant. It will stay within the nest for the next 2 months and then start to actually climb around with the mom. At the age of 7 months, it will be completely weaned, but where most animals actually like to get rid of their babies as soon as they can feed themselves, the Ai actually keeps the baby around and take care of it for the next 2 years, or at least till they turn 2, which is kind of long for such a small animal that only live around 20-25 years. Even though the Ai is again a night animal and keep to themselves, they actually run into a fair bit of issues. New settlements on Madagascar still happens relatively often, and therefore you need places for that, for roads and so on, and therefore of course we have a deforestation issue. Further than that, we also have the issue where they are hunted both by animals, bigger animals, but also hunted and killed by humans for 2 reasons. Again, they do live in these agricultural areas because they used to be forest and now it's agricultural, and the Ai didn't move. It was the humans that changed the area. Just want to be fair about that. It's our fault, not their fault that they are there. But because they eat the crops, people don't like them, so they kill them. And even worse, if you ask me, they also hunted and killed by the Malagasy because it is common belief that they are bad omens, and when you see an Ai, something bad will happen. You don't want that, so apparently you shoot the messenger. However, they are also very important for the environment they live in. They, for instance, disposal fruit, which again, we have all the primates around here that does that also, but it's simply when they eat fruit, they disperse all of the seeds, which we like, so more plants can grow. But in addition to that, they also keep the amount of larvae and the wood-boring beetle under control, which is very important that we don't have. Again, nature is a balance, so if you take one point of that balance out, you will have some issues. According to the EDGE, or Evolutionary District of Globally Endangered Resources, states that the number of the Ai is unknown, but an estimate will be between 1 and 10,000 individuals. However, they also state that the number is decreasing, and therefore, according to the IUCN Red List, they are listed as endangered. Which I do not like. You know, I want animals to thrive, and it's sad, but I can't really argue with people's beliefs. No matter which belief people have, it's really hard to argue with. And before I leave you completely to the cinematics, I will just mention I tried to take some night pictures with dark and then some in between and such, so you can get an idea of this night nocturnal habitat, but still actually see what happens. So I tried it with a few different lightings, and I hope you can get a good idea about how it would look. But again, Planet Zoo makes it really hard to make dark nocturnal habitats. Okay, guys, I think this is where we're gonna end it today. Again, it would be darker if it was a actually night habitat, but the game set some limits for us, sadly. But I really hope you did enjoy it. And for now, guys, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so you know the next time I upload a video. I really hope to see you again, either in the comments below or in the next video. Bye, guys.